You're leaving free watts on the table, and it's not your fault. While everyone's obsessing over FTP and long zone 2 rides, they're missing the training zone that actually wins races, drops your friends on climbs, and makes you a dramatically better cyclist in just minutes per week. I'm talking about your anaerobic capacity, your body's turbo button that can make the difference between getting dropped and being the one who drops others. And the best part? It takes less than 30 minutes per session to develop. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to develop your anaerobic capacity with simple, science-backed workouts that fit into even the busiest schedule. These aren't just theories, they're proven methods that I've used with hundreds of cyclists to help them climb better, sprint faster, and feel stronger on the bike. The best part? These workouts are perfect for cyclists over 40 who want maximum results with minimum time investment. You'll learn exactly how to become a human turbo without spending more hours on the bike. As a group of cycling coaches who work with busy riders, we've seen these anaerobic workouts add 30 to 40 watts to a cyclist's short power in just 4 to 8 weeks. One client, John, increased his 1-minute power by 18% after just 1 month of targeted anaerobic training, allowing him to finally keep up with a fast group on punchy climbs. Research confirms that anaerobic capacity training is one of the most time-efficient ways to improve cycling performance. A study in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research found that just 6 sessions of anaerobic interval training improved cycling performance more than 12 sessions of traditional endurance training. By the end of this video, you'll have everything you need to develop your cycling turbo button and transform your riding. But before we dive deeper, if you're serious about taking your cycling to the next level, I want to invite you to book a free strategy call with our coaching team. We'll analyze your current training and create a personalized plan to help you reach your cycling goals faster. Just click the link in the description to schedule your call. Now let's get back to unlocking your anaerobic potential. Let's start by understanding what anaerobic capacity actually is and why it matters so much for your cycling. Your body has different energy systems that power your cycling. The aerobic system is like a diesel engine. It can run for a long time but doesn't produce massive power. This is what powers your long rides and steady effort. Your anaerobic system, on the other hand, is like a turbocharger. It can produce enormous power, but only for short periods. This system powers your sprints, attacks, steep climbs, and those crucial moments when you need to close a gap or respond to a surge. Here's what's happening physiologically. When you ride at intensities above your lactate threshold, roughly your FTP, your body can't supply enough oxygen to meet the energy demand. So it shifts to producing energy without oxygen. That's what anaerobic means, without oxygen. This anaerobic energy production is incredibly powerful, but creates lactate as a byproduct. As lactate builds up, your muscles fatigue rapidly. Your anaerobic capacity is essentially how much work you can do and how long you can sustain effort in this oxygen-deprived state before fatigue forces you to slow down. Why does this matter? Because in real-world cycling, the most important moments are almost always anaerobic. The surge when the road tilts upward, the acceleration to catch a breakaway, the sprint for the town sign, the push to stay with the fast group over a short climb. These moments often determine success or failure, regardless of how strong your aerobic engine is. I've seen countless cyclists with impressive FTP numbers get dropped on punchy climbs or in fast group rides because their anaerobic capacity was underdeveloped. This is especially relevant for cyclists over 40. As we age, our anaerobic capacity tends to decline faster than our aerobic capacity if we don't specifically train it. Many older cyclists focus exclusively on long, steady rides, which are great for aerobic development but do almost nothing for anaerobic capacity. The good news? Anaerobic capacity responds quickly to training, even for older athletes, and the workouts are short, making them perfect for busy schedules. Before we dive into the workouts, let's figure out if your anaerobic system is actually holding you back. Here are 4 telltale signs. First, you get dropped on short, steep climbs even though you can ride all day on flatter terrain. This is the classic sign of good aerobic fitness but poor anaerobic capacity. Second, you struggle to respond to sudden pace changes in group rides. If you can maintain a steady pace but falter when the group surges, your anaerobic system needs work. Third, you feel like a diesel engine, good at steady efforts but lacking that explosive power when needed. This is common among cyclists who've focused exclusively on endurance training. Fourth, you recover slowly after hard effort. If it takes you a long time to feel recovered after a short, intense effort, your anaerobic system likely needs development. If any of these sound familiar, the workouts I'm about to share will make a dramatic difference in your riding. You can also do a simple self-test. Find a short hill that takes about 1 minute to climb. After warming up thoroughly, climb it as hard as you can and note your time and average power if you have a power meter. Then rest for 3 to 5 minutes and repeat. If your second effort is significantly slower or lower power, more than 5 to 7% drop, your anaerobic capacity needs work. Now let's get to the practical part, the workouts that will transform your anaerobic capacity. I've selected 3 proven protocols that work for cyclists of all levels, including those over 40. Workout number 1, anaerobic power intervals. This workout targets pure anaerobic capacity with short maximum efforts followed by complete recovery. After a thorough 15-minute warm-up, including a few short accelerations, you'll do 6 intervals of 30 to 40 seconds at maximum sustainable effort, with 5 to 7 minutes of easy spinning recovery between intervals. The intensity should be the highest power you can maintain for the duration, typically 120 to 150% of your FTP. You should feel completely completely emptied at the end of each interval, like you couldn't possibly go 1 second longer. The long recovery periods are intentional and crucial. You need to allow your anaerobic system to recharge between efforts. This isn't about building endurance, it's about pushing your anaerobic system to its limit, then allowing it to recover fully before stressing it again. One client, David, who was 47 and had been cycling for years, added this workout once a week for a month. His ability to respond to attacks in his weekend group rides improved dramatically, and he found himself dropping riders who used to drop him on short climbs. Workout number 2, hilltop sprints. This workout combines anaerobic capacity with the specific demands of climbing, which is where many cyclists struggle most. Find a moderate to steep hill that takes 45 to 60 seconds to climb. After warming up, you'll do 6 to 8 hill sprints at maximum effort. Ride all the way over the top of the hill, maintaining power as you crest. Coast back down for recovery and take 3 to 5 minutes between efforts. The key here is maintaining your effort over the top of the hill. Many cyclists ease up as they crest a climb, but race-winning moves often happen exactly at this point when everyone else is on the limit. This workout is particularly effective because the hill provides natural resistance, helping you achieve higher power outputs than you might on flat ground. Kieran, a 52-year-old client who always struggled on the short, punchy climbs in his area, incorporated this workout every other week. Within 2 months, he was setting personal records on climbs he'd been attempting for years. Workout number 3, descending interval. This advanced workout helps build anaerobic capacity and the ability to repeat hard efforts with incomplete recovery, perfect for real-world riding scenarios. After warming up, you'll do 1 minute at maximum effort, 1 minute easy recovery, 45 seconds at maximum effort, 45 seconds easy recovery, 30 seconds at maximum effort, 30 seconds easy recovery, 15 seconds absolute all-out sprint, and 5 minutes full recovery. Repeat this sequence 2 to 3 times depending on your fitness level. What makes this workout so effective is the progressively shorter recovery period. As you get more fatigued, the intervals get shorter but more intense, forcing your anaerobic system to produce power even when it's already partially depleted. This mimics real-world scenarios, like responding to multiple attacks or navigating a series of rolling hills where you don't get full recovery between efforts. Michael, a 45-year-old cyclist who had plateaued in his training, added this workout once every 2 weeks. He reported feeling a new gear available to him on climbs and in group rides, allowing him to respond to pace changes that would have dropped him before. Now that you know the workout, let's talk about how to incorporate them into your existing training plan for maximum benefit without overtraining. First, frequency. For most cyclists, especially those over 40, 1 to 2 anaerobic sessions per week is the sweet spot. These workouts are extremely demanding, so quality trumps quantity. 1 perfectly executed session is better than 2 mediocre ones. Second, timing. Always do these workouts when you're fresh. Unlike endurance training, which can sometimes be beneficial when slightly fatigued, anaerobic work requires full recovery to be effective. Schedule these sessions after rest days or very easy days. Third, progression. Start with just 1 session per week for the first 2 to 3 weeks. If you're recovering well, you can add a second session, but separate them by at least 48 to 72 hours. Fourth, periodization. Anaerobic capacity responds quickly to training, but also detains relatively quickly if not maintained. Plan 4 to 6 week blocks of focused anaerobic work, followed by 1 to 2 weeks of lighter training. This prevents burnout and allows for supercompensation. Fifth, monitoring. Pay close attention to how you feel during and after these workouts. If your power drops significantly, more than 10% during a session, end the workout. If you feel excessively fatigued the day after, you might need more recovery time between sessions. For a complete, personalized training plan that incorporates these anaerobic workouts optimally with your endurance training, our coaching program provides weekly adjustments based on your progress and feedback. We'll handle all the planning so you can focus on the riding. Before we wrap up, let's cover some common mistakes cyclists make when training their anaerobic system. First, doing too much too soon. These workouts are extremely demanding. Start conservatively and build gradually. Second, insufficient recovery between intervals. Remember, the goal is maximum effort in each interval. If you cut the recovery periods short, you won't be able to produce enough power in the later intervals to create an effective training stimulus. Third, insufficient warm-up. Anaerobic work places enormous stress on your muscles, tendons, and cardiovascular system. Always warm up thoroughly with at least 15 minutes of progressive effort, including a few short accelerations. Fourth, poor technique under fatigue. Maintain good form even when you're exhausted. If your form breaks down significantly, end the session rather than reinforcing poor movement patterns. Fifth, neglecting nutrition. These workouts deplete glycogen rapidly. Ensure you're well fueled before starting and consume carbohydrates afterward to replenish your stores. One final note, listen to your body. As we age, the line between productive training and overtraining gets thinner. If you're feeling unusually fatigued or notice a drop in performance, take an extra recovery day. The goal is progress over time, not destroying yourself in a single workout. If you found this approach helpful and want more practical strategies like these, I invite you to join our Free for Cyclers community. It's a supportive group of busy amateur cyclists, just like you, who are focused on getting better without training more. Inside our community, you'll find weekly training tips, resources on technique, nutrition, and training efficiency, plus direct access to experienced cyclists who can answer your questions. And if you're looking for personalized guidance to take your cycling to the next level, you can book a one-on-one coaching call with our team. Just click the link below to schedule your session, where we'll analyze your current training and create a custom plan to help you reach your cycling goals faster. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the road.